Hello everyone, welcome to update 2.4. This release adds a brand new scrolling option, Lenis Smooth Scroll. So you may ask, why another Smooth Scroll library when Motion.page already has the awesome built-in GSAP Scroll Smoother? Well, although GSAP's Scroll Smoother is powerful, using it with Motion.page requires special wrapper markup, and in some rare cases, certain page builders such as Elementor made this implementation quite tricky. We also had some user feedback where some certain elements did not work so well, such as sticky header elements. Lenis, however, by default works directly with the browser's native document flow, so there's no need for extra wrappers or custom structure. On top of that, it's extremely lightweight, easy to drop in, and on some heavy pages, it can even perform better. Now, typically when adding Lenis to your website, it means adding the library manually and also writing custom JavaScript to alter the parameters. However, with Motion.page 2.4, you can simply flip a toggle and adjust a few sliders for the most popular parameters. Let me show you just how easy it is in our new update. So first, we simply open Motion.page and we create a new timeline to access the global options. As you can see, when I scroll on this page, we have the default scrolling behavior. In the global settings, you can see we have this new toggle Lenis. Simply toggle it on and you can instantly see the page using Lenis Smooth Scroll. Simply click on Lenis to expand the options. And first we have the duration. This is how long the scroll glides after each gesture. At the moment, we can see it is set to 1 second. When I increase this value, it will take longer to go to the scroll's destination. Next, we have the mouse multiplier. This adjusts the speed for wheel or trackpad input. The touch multiplier, this is the same idea, but for swipes or single finger trackpad drags. This is also useful for smartphone devices and has the same effect as the mouse multiplier. The next drop down is easing. This is the motion curve. So ease out expo, for example, gives a quick start and a smooth stop. Here is the drop down showing our examples of different easing. Next, we have the smooth touch. So normally touch devices handle their own momentum. Your swipe basically glides according to the phone or browser's own physics, which can feel different, for example, across iOS, Android, and desktop. However, turning on this option hands that momentum over to Lenis. So now your duration, easing, and multiplier settings control finger-driven scrolling. This essentially means that trackpads, touchscreens, and mouse wheels all now share the exact same glide settings and do not use the native settings. This is perfect for when you want consistent animation triggers or a perfectly uniform scroll across every single device. So let me go ahead and turn down the duration back to 1 second. You can see whenever we change a toggle here, it's saved automatically. And then when I view this on the front end, we have Lenis automatically applied across every single page. Finally, we've given the users extra flexibility to exclude pages. Having the option to disable Lenis on specific pages might often be a necessity. So let me show you an example by disabling Lenis on this page. So here we have the page No Lenis. I will exclude this page. It is saved automatically. Now on the front end, I will give it a quick refresh. On the home page, you can see we still have Lenis. Page 2. Page 3. However, we've just excluded this page here, No Lenis, and we have the default scrolling. The nice thing about this is that the Lenis library will not be loaded on this page at all, offering a faster page load on the front end. So this update once again comes from user feedback, and the nice thing is you now have a choice. You can either stick with our very own Scroll Smoother, which is native GSAP, if that fits your build, or you can now use Lenis for a more simple setup if you happen to encounter any issues. Either way, the goal is the same: smooth, beautiful scrolling that works for your projects.